History shows economies can crash. When they do, most people panic. Money loses value fast. Jobs disappear overnight. Savings can vanish completely. But not everything is destroyed. Some assets always survive. Others go to zero forever. Let's look at real history and learn from past collapses. Gold has survived thousands of years. Empires rose and fell. Gold always stayed valuable. Paper money failed many times. Gold never became worthless. During inflation, gold rises. People trust gold in chaos. It is scarce and real. Governments can't print gold. That's why gold survives collapse. Land existed before money, and it will exist after money. Buildings may lose price, but land never disappears. People always need shelter. During crashes, prices fall, but they don't go to zero. Land holds long-term value. Good locations always recover. That's why land survives. People must eat every day. No economy can change that. Food demand never stops. During collapse, food becomes power. Farmers stay important. Food prices often increase. Agriculture never goes to zero. Even in war, food matters. Land that grows food is gold. Food assets always survive. Electricity keeps life running. Water is essential for survival. Gas and fuel move economies. Even in crisis, utilities operate. People cut luxuries first, but not power or water. Energy demand stays alive. Utility assets recover faster. Societies depend on them. That's why utilities survive. Skills can be stolen. Knowledge can be printed. A skilled person adapts. Jobs change. Skills remain. Doctors are always needed. Engineers rebuild nations. Teachers spread survival knowledge. Skills travel anywhere. They don't depend on currency. Skills always survive collapse. Many assets completely failed. Paper money collapsed often. Hyperinflation destroyed savings. Old currencies became useless. Bank deposits were frozen. Some banks collapsed forever. Companies' stocks went bankrupt. Shares became worthless paper. Pensions were wiped out. Debt destroyed many lives. Trusting governments blindly. Keeping all money in cash. Depending on one income. Ignoring real assets. Following hype instead of history. History always repeats patterns. Economic collapse is not new. Smart people prepare early. They choose real assets. They avoid paper illusions. They invest in survival. They protect purchasing power. They build long-term safety. They think beyond today. Not all assets are equal. Some survive every collapse. Others vanish forever. The choice is always yours. Learn from history. Prepare before crisis hits. Real assets create security. Knowledge creates freedom. Fear creates bad decisions. Preparation creates peace. Smart thinking beats luck. Collapse punishes ignorance, but rewards wisdom. Choose wisely today. Your future depends on it. History already gave the answer. History leaves clear warnings. Most people ignore them until it is too late. Economic collapse starts slowly, then it hits suddenly. Why cash fails? First, cash feels safe at first, but inflation eats it quietly. Prices rise every week. Your money buys less. Savings lose real value. Governments print more money. Printing creates inflation. Inflation destroys purchasing power. Cash cannot protect you. That is history's lesson. Banks during collapse. Banks depend on trust. Collapse breaks that trust. Withdrawals increase rapidly. Banks limit access. Accounts get frozen. People panic in lines. Promises replace real money. Banks fail without warning. Deposits are not always safe. Paper claims disappear. Stock market reality stocks grow in good times, but collapse changes everything. Companies lose demand. Profits turn into losses. Layoffs increase fast. Share prices crash. Some never recover. Bankrupt companies vanish. Shares go to zero. Only strong survive. Why real assets win? Real assets exist physically. They do not depend on trust. They do not depend on systems. They meet human needs. Needs never disappear. Food feeds people. Land provides space. Energy powers life. Skills solve problems. Reality beats promise. Psychology of survivors. Survivors stay calm. They think long term. They avoid panic selling. They prepare early. They study history. They diversify assets. They avoid blind trust. They value knowledge. They invest in reality. They adapt quickly. Time is the key factor. Timing changes outcomes. Early movers survive better. Late reactions cost more. Waiting increases risk. Preparation reduces fear. Fear creates mistakes. Mistakes destroy wealth. Planning protects value. Time rewards wisdom. Delay punishes denial. Modern collapse signs. Rise in debt is a warning. High inflation signals danger. Currency weakness matters. Political instability increases risk. Supply chains break ice. Jobs become uncertain. Living costs rise fast. Middle class feels pressure. History is repeating patterns. Nothing is random. Protecting the future. Diversification is protection. Real assets add safety. Skills add flexibility. Knowledge adds control. Preparation adds confidence. Confidence improves decisions. Smart choices compound. Compounding creates strength. Strength brings stability. Stability brings peace. Final thoughts. Collapse is not the end. It is a reset. Weak systems fall. Strong foundations remain. History always shows this.